Okay, and we should be going live. Let me minimize this. And we are live. I'm streaming live. Great. Motivational Monday meetup, sensational milestone makers. If you are here on YouTube, chime on in. You have the link to that. And if you are joining me on Zoom, which I don't see anyone here, it's okay. I'm your sensational sales director, Sabrina McLaughlin. I am so excited to go on with week 2 of the Boss Babe Be the Game Changer. So I hope you ladies were able to print out your Boss Babe packet. I am doing this along with you, and we're on week 2, okay? Week 2. And the national that we're going to be bringing to the stage is going to be National Sales Director Linda Tupin. She is an emeritus, meaning she is retired. And I believe her commissions have been over $11 million. OMG. But before we get started, I wanted to, first of all, say whoop whoop to me today because I did a very first in-person facial. The last time I did in person, I think was in 2021. I had a little party, and ever since then, the entire year of 2022, last year, all of my faces and parties were virtual. So when I tell you, I am so excited to have completed my first face. So I got 59 more to go because guess what? We're on a 60 face challenge, okay? And I have to run and go get something. I have to go get my notebook. Y'all stay right there. I'm here. Just know that. So I got to run in the dining room. Be right back. I'm back. I am back. Not sure. No one is joining me right now. So if you're on YouTube, welcome to Motivational Monday Meetup. If you're joining me here on Zoom, get excited. Ladies, I'm so excited because this is my sales ticket from today. Okay, $218. That's how much she paid me. It came out to $217.80, but she was like, girl, I ain't got time for cents. I want dollars, $218. I'm excited. So let me go ahead and get started with our business focused scripture. Don't copy the behaviors and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good, pleasing, and perfect. That comes from Romans 12:2. Okay, y'all, rejoice in the relief of being fully understood. I read that today in my meditation. Talk to the Lord. He will transform you. He will transform my weaknesses into strength. Nothing can separate you from God's presence. So I had to run and go get my notebook because I'm going through some little announcements here. Very first one is make sure you have printed out your Boss Babe pamphlet. Okay, this is for you. This is your packet. We're doing this for the next 7 weeks, ladies, so you have to have that. Next, we're going to be having some parties. Okay, I wrote down some things for like on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. We're going to take a trip Tuesday. Thursday, we're going to do something. Let me make sure I got all of this right because y'all, I wrote this down in like when I say chicken scratch, I wrote it down in chicken scratch. But I wanted to make sure that you all were on board with what we're trying to do. And I have like, let me see, Thursdays. Oh my God, yeah, I've been a football fanatic. Oh my goodness, a football fanatic. I hope y'all have been watching some football because we're getting ready for that Super Bowl. Y'all already know that, okay? But we're gonna do appointments on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, okay? And I'm gonna start something on a daily called, y'all know if I just pop on, it's gonna be called Milestone Minutes. Milestone Minutes is gonna be just a little snippet. I may pop on Facebook Live, I may pop on StreamYard, but it's gonna be called the Milestone Minutes. It's almost like Welcome to Milestone Minutes broadcast. It's going to be like a little journalism, okay? It's like your nightly news. So your Milestone Minutes. So I'm going to be doing that just to give you a heads up and some tidbits on what's to come. I can tell you right now, the biggest thing that is to come that you ladies need to get ready for is your, you need to get ready for your, hey, Chantel, I thought I was here talking to myself. But the party is going on. The party is going on. Thank you for coming on, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey.
So, I was just having a meeting, then I had to leave and go get my notebook and come back. But yeah, you're fine. Just hang with me, girl. Hang with me. So I was basically talking about tomorrow being the deadline for PCP. That's big. It's huge.
Oh, yeah.
I know, don't forget, because the thing about PCP is when you just submit one book, also be sure to send one to yourself. It's 90 cents now, but you get the perks of ordering early in February. So go ahead and get your PCP done. And I didn't know this and I've never tried it, but let's say, you know how sometimes you do PCP and you're like, oh man, I forgot 3 new people. I don't know, I've never tried this, but they said you can go back in as long as it's before the deadline and still do PCP again. Like you can do it as many times. I don't know how true that is because I've left some people off, but I never went back in to try to see if I could resubmit them. So if you can do that, great. But I'm trying to make sure I got every new customer covered. We got to kick it up this month. Look, we got to kick it up this month because we're a little bit behind the 8 ball. Welcome, 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 LaShonda. Thank you for joining in. But we're a little bit, hey, honey, we're a little bit behind the 8 ball, guys. We're in the middle of the month, so definitely do PCP, but we also need to play some catch up. Because as you can see, if you've been on Facebook, I chose not to attend leadership this year. Leadership was in Nashville, Tennessee. Could have gone to see my honey, but I didn't go simply because I know where we are in our unit. I know where I am personally in my business. And I've always said this for the longest is that our goal is to grow. And we need to do that exponentially because I want to get you all prepared for seminar. A lot of rules have changed and it's my job to lead you ladies to success. I was cleaning up some things today, trying to find some Valentine's Day oldies but goodies. And I found a lot of stuff. So I'm putting together Valentine's Day. But y'all, I'm just going to share this. And LaShonda and Chantel, I'm so glad you both are on here because I know, to me, both of y'all are already leaders. Y'all are already future directors. But I found something so dear to my heart. It's almost like I thought I lost these, but I'm going to share these with you ladies. These were the roses. And as you can see, it has these paper taffeta type ribbon attached to it. Mabe gave me these when I became a sales director. And they're wooden roses. Y'all, I've been in America for 14 years, but when I came into, now I've been a director now for 11. When I became a director, Mabe presented these to me. One of the roses kind of crimped down, but there's 12 roses on here. And you know what she told me, ladies? She said, when you have your first offspring, you're going to pass these on to her. When I found these guys, I cried because it was special for her to pass them to me. And now she's like, you give these. She's, I don't care how old they get, how old they are. And I have held on to these since I've been a director and I haven't been able to pass them on. So when I found these, I was like, there they are. So y'all, that's a huge sign. That's a huge sign for me because it's time to pass it on. And that's all Mary Kay asked us to do is to pass it on. And you're going to receive them just like this. Nothing new, but something that I hold dear to my heart. And I just want y'all to know I found these today for my very first offspring. You're going to receive this. So that to me was like a God moment. Okay. Right now, you know, we're in the middle of the month and I'm going to tell you this. The reason why, like I said, I didn't go to Nashville was to grow. I want my whole team. I want us to have a row of consultants at seminar. We're the first ones to go. And if I'm not mistaken, I have to check the dates again because I know, LaShonda, you had asked me about this. I want to say it's the 17th, July 17th or the 20th. I know it's around that time. But leadership for next year, I do know that right now, and it's gonna to tell you about the love this is going to be in Fort Worth, Texas. So leadership next year is in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm getting some tidbits. I also got pictures of the new red jackets. I'll post those on the Pink Dreams Studio page. If y'all notice on the Pink Dreams page, I've been posting a lot of files. I finally found out how to do it. So you may not have received anything through the email, but and if you have, I posted like the weekly plan, weekly accomplishment, all of these sheets there. But in the files on our Facebook page, I've attached those. So that way you can click the PDF and print it out. So that is right there as well. If you missed last week's Boss Babe, you can always go back and catch it on YouTube. All you have to do is type in Sabrina McLaughlin on YouTube, and you should see that video pop up. This week I named it Sabrina. I named it. I think I named it Sabrina McLaughlin's Be the Boss, Boss Babe, Be the Game Changer Week 2. You'll find it. You should be able to find it. Oh, okay, July 22nd. Okay, we're the first ones to go. So thank you for finding that out. The 22nd through the 25th is seminar. Now they are, when I say they, the nationals are taking it upon themselves to host career conference. Now we don't have one that close to us. The closest one to me is gonna be, there's one in Atlanta. I want to say there's one in Houston. I'm not sure, but I believe the company has put that responsibilities on the nationals, or the nationals probably have taken the responsibility to host it themselves. All I know, there's several going on across the country. There's a small fee for some. I think the least one I saw was probably $59 or $89, $85, something like that. But anyway, that's something that I would love for us all to have attended, but it's going to be all across the United States, and most nationals are taking it upon themselves. Let me see. If you did anything this week and you want to post it in the chat, please do. Your sales, your bookings, your leads, anything that you have that's on this particular, I call it the activity tracking sheet. This here is what you're going to be tracking. Now, I'm so thankful that I had an in-person facial, y'all. I am so thankful that this is the tracking sheet for it. And, I reconnected my customer to her skincare. She has gone through a lot. And so it was just so nice to get her back on a great, great skincare. And we tweaked it a little bit because her face was totally dry. But to have an in-person facial, people will buy when they're close to that product. I'm telling you right now. And she loved it. She's been a long time customer, but life was happening to her. So I'm so glad she came over, and we just had a really, really good time. Let me see what else. I'm trying to see what other notes I have on here before we jump in. Excuse me. Let me see. Got to get some of the bookings. Boss Babe, PCP, that's due by tomorrow. And trying to see what else, any other notes. Okay, got something stuck in my throat. Hold on for a minute, okay, guys? I have always said, if I'm giving a speech somewhere, I hope I don't choke on myself. Something goes down the wrong pipe. And you're like, please don't let me be talking, and I just end up choking. So yes. So another thing, guys, I don't think we had anybody to do 300 by the 15th. Just know that that's always in place. You do 300 by the 15th, you're going to receive something from me. And I would really like to see whatever you do, if you get even active this month, because I need to get women, we need to just pick up the pace for real. The new spring products, I already have the our what do you call it? Our box for the new the buzz kit. That's what I'm trying to come up. I already have that. And once again, they're coming out with some stuff. Okay. So it's gonna be great. Right now, y'all have any questions before I move forward? I think before I came on, I was talking about, I don't think either one of y'all were on yet, but I'm gonna do something called Milestone Minutes. I'm like a broadcaster. This is Milestone Minutes by Sabrina McLaughlin. Milestone Minutes, that came to me in a dream, okay? Milestone Minutes is just something where I pop on real quick and give y'all something, whether it's an update, an announcement, something great that has happened, but just keeping those in the know, because a lot of people aren't able to get on our Zooms. I know a few people work late at night, so they're not able to catch anything. So the Milestone Minutes is going to be something where I may come on a StreamYard. I may come and tell you something that I'm learning from leadership. And I've been asking some direct, I don't got so many calls from direct, Sabrina, you're here, you're here, you're here. And I'm like, I'm not there. But they're giving me a lot of insights of what's happening. So 60 faces, I need 59 more. I did my first one, I need 59 more faces. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. All right, $60 website order, almost 70. PCP deadline is tomorrow. Yes, 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 I love it, ladies. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna share this PowerPoint, and let me see, LaShonda, I am going to get you to read this, and I'm going to end up sharing my sound here in a minute. Just let me know how big it is, because that is something that I know we were having some issues with the last time. So of course, this is our boss baby, the game changer. Let me know if you can see that, LaShonda. Whoa. Hold on.
Okay. To get my glasses, Sabrina. Hold on.
Lord. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Just know the last word at the bottom is can.
All right.
Our special guest coming to the stage is National Sales Director Emeritus Linda Toupin. So I'll let you read what she has to say.
I love her.
I do too. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let's see.
So I was to go get my glass. Is it big on your side?
I can make it big. It's okay. Yeah, it's big enough. I just, I'm just blind. All right. It says choices that work. It didn't matter if you were tired, in a bad mood, or a relative just died. The cow had to be milked. That's the way Independent National Sales Director Emeritus Linda Toupin describes her life growing up in her family's dairy farm in Kentucky. The cows came first, no matter what. Linda knows her milking the cow mentality, along with the fact that her family remained close, contributed to her success as a Mary Kay businesswoman. I learned to discipline myself to work whether or not I was in the mood. Ooh, that's a mouthful. All right. The former home economics teacher who once lived paycheck to paycheck says, I don't stop my life to have a crisis. So many of us are conditioned to think everything that happens to us is a crisis, and we become paralyzed. Ooh. We just need to wake up, stop focusing on ourselves, and get back to work. As an independent national sales director, Linda Toupin obviously knew what worked. From the beginning of her Mary Kay business, she followed Mary Kay Ash's lessons, like holding at least 2 skincare classes per week and making choices that included time for family. Those choices helped lead her to success, helping one woman at a time. Now, as an NSD emeritus, Linda says, because of all I have gained through my Mary Kay journey, I was able to create financial choices for my family that I never imagined possible. Money does not create happiness, Linda explains. It creates, I have a black box here, and I don't know why.
Oh, me too. Okay.
It creates something. The use
choices.
Choices. Okay. It creates choices. Okay.
Can you
and
see
then
the rest? Okay, I'll read the rest.
Yeah, I have a.
Yeah, it might just be because of the way it fell down off the screen. I'm trying to find a way to get the actual flyer from InTouch and just pop it into PowerPoint, but I have to cut and paste. Because of Mary Kay, I now have unlimited choices concerning travel, time with family, and work I want to do. Linda has a new mission. Mary Kay created the life I have today, and it will be my honor to pay it forward for the next generations of the Mary Kay legacy. Linda intends to work Mary Kay within company guidelines to help motivate and inspire the Mary Kay national area any way she can. So I'm going to stop my screen. But yeah, Linda Tupin is an icon in Mary Kay. And her training is phenomenal. And you can subscribe to her still. I believe she has the choices. I can't remember the website. You might just Google lindatupin.com or Linda Tupin and it'll probably pop up. But choices has been her iconic saying in Mary Kay. So just out of that little bit, she said something you said that got your attention, LaShonda, and that's what we're going to talk about. I'm gonna go back real quick before I bring Linda to the stage. This document here, ladies, whether you're catching us now on YouTube or if you're on the replay, this is just a point system. So when you add up your points, that's what we're recognizing. So you definitely want to print this out. And tonight we're talking about Linda Tupin. The reason why this Boss Babe call has come together is from the new national, Karen Bridle. This is something she's been doing for the last 3 years. And now she's a brand new national, and she has focused on the activity of what consultants and directors should be doing in their Mary Kay business. On our Pink Dreams page, we have the income producing activity. We have the bubble sheet, weekly accomplishment sheet, and weekly plan sheet. Abiding by all of those documents, you can decide on when and how you work your Mary Kay business. So this is just an accountability, and we're going to do it week from week. So it does start like from Sunday to Saturday. So we're talking about Linda Tupin. So whatever you do, you're going to put it on this point sheet for her. So it comes right after we discuss Linda Tupin and what we just said. LaShonda, I didn't mean to cut you off. You said it was something that that you had noticed in her bio. I can pull it back up if you need to see it.
Oh, I don't need to see it. She said, about having a crisis. When she talked about, basically everything crisis, and stuff still has to happen in your life. Y'all, my camera's acting crazy. I'm sorry. Things still to happen in your life, no matter what the crisis is, and if you allow it to paralyze you, then it's not good. Because if you just everything becomes a crisis, you'll be paralyzed. Basically, you won't do anything. Right. And that's good message for me right now, personally.
Yes. Now, y'all gonna hear her now come to the stage. It's a speech from her through Voxer. When you hear it, I think it's gonna attract. Chantel's been a teacher for quite some time. So when you hear this little tidbit that she has to share with us, I got my 5 or 6 minutes long. So let me pull her up real quick here. I know it's saying my internet is unstable, so I'm gonna be still. Okay, I'm gonna turn this all the way up.
Hi, Karen, National Sales Director Emerita Linda Tupin here.
Okay, can y'all hear that much? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I hear it.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my goodness. First and foremost, congratulations to you, your directors, your consultants, and all of the customers that made that dream come true. You all now are in a position to have enormous influence with your actions and your thoughts. And Mary Kay so desperately needed all of you at the top of that echelon of influence, and you all certainly will make a big difference in the future of our company. And every mascara that was sold by every consultant, every director's meeting, every director's training, and of course all your brilliant leadership is what made that happen. So congratulations and kudos to everyone. You ask about a game changer moment. The one that really comes to mind happened in the first 2 weeks, believe it or not, of my business. I sat at the table with Lucinda Utley, my senior director, the one who walked into my classroom in April of 1982 to teach my middle school students how to take care of their skin, and ended up becoming a Mary Kay consultant, obviously myself after that, and reading Mary Kay's autobiography. But when she trained me, she said that the average consultant, now this is in 1982, which is, 40 some years ago. She said the average consultant will make $50 profit when they are unskilled and untrained at their very first facials and parties. And I know legal has a heyday with those kind of statements, but truth is truth. And that was the truth that she had experienced. And she said these words: you have 168 hours in a week. And for every hour that you work your Mary Kay business with people, now I'm not talking about shuffling papers and decorating your office and putting labels on product. When you're working with people, it was worth $50 an hour. And that's a lot of money today. And it was a whole lot of money in 1982. And she said, by sheer logic, it simply means that every hour you're not doing Mary Kay and doing something else, it's costing your family $50 an hour. That formed a brand new crease in my brain. A crease is a thought that takes hold, and that is literally what forms our thoughts and our habits. And that thought rocked my brain. And so then when I went home and found myself washing dishes, going to the grocery store, doing laundry, dusting the furniture, I realized that that activity was costing my future $50 an hour. And if it did not bring me money, make me money, or bring me joy, I wasn't going to do it. And that became like a standard for me. If it doesn't bring me joy and doesn't make me money. Now, I barely could afford a starter kit. I had to go to 5 different places to get somebody to loan me $800 to buy inventory. So I didn't have money to hire a secretary or housekeeper, but I'm a barterer. I love bartering with people. And so I found a girl in my classroom who was a senior, who was one of those people that, the homework was perfect. This is long before computers. And if she typed a handout and there was a mistake, she didn't use whiteout. She started all over. She was that much of a perfectionist. And I asked her if she would work in my office 3 hours every Sunday night. And I would buy her Mary Kay products and she would work for me. And that worked. We did that for about a year. And by that time I was making enough money that I could pay her. But that allowed me to be in live contact with future hostesses, customers, follow up. And she sat beside me and she did all of that stuff, organizing my product and getting ready for my parties and shipping out product and all of the paperwork that goes with taxes and etc. And it forced me, by her being in my space, to be on the phone the entire 3 hours. I kept up that routine probably out of the 40 years of my career up until the last 10 years. Now, it wasn't her always that was with me. Time changed, people changed, technology changed, but that stayed the same. Then the housekeeper piece, that was easy. One of my very first parties walked into a single wide trailer, and everything in that little trailer was immaculate. She was incredibly detailed. She stepped, as soon as I stepped in the door, she said, I hope it's okay. I'd like to book 3 more parties. And of course I thought, I think that's okay. Anyway, and she had them all neat and organized. This group was going to do only skincare. This was only going to do glamour. She gave me all the details about all the people she was inviting to each one. And I realized that was long before my DISC training, before I understand behavioral styles, that this is somebody I needed in my life. And so at the end, I said, hey, don't be offended, but I just need you to come and make my house look like your house. And I can't pay you, but I can barter with you for Mary Kay. She literally cried. She was so happy. See, very detailed people want to make you look good because they know you need help anyway. And so she also worked for me for that first year for free product. That is why I've made $11 million in Mary Kay. It's that 2-hour training class when I was a brand new consultant that told me every hour I wasn't doing Mary Kay or doing something that brought me joy, it was costing my family $50 an hour. Today, that's more like $100 an hour. But that was a huge, huge mind shift that made a big difference in my time and money management for the rest of my life.
All right now, y'all, that was Linda Toupin. I remember when I was coming through Mary Kay had a statement that we should be the activities we do in our house, if we're not getting paid for it, we should be paying somebody else for it. Because you're not getting paid to clean your house, you're not getting paid to wash the dishes, you're just not getting paid for that. And we shouldn't be spending our time doing that when we could be working our business. Now, I know I'm a person, I like to keep a clean house. I feel like I know somebody can probably clean it better than me, but you know your house, so certain things you like to do have a certain way. I get what she's saying, because I know we all could use some help. Let's be clear about that. I need somebody to clean this house right now. It haven't been dusted or cleaned truly since the hurricane. And I'm gonna get it fully cleaned by somebody. I'm just gonna hire somebody to do it, before we decide to sell it or whatever we're gonna do with it. But other than that, I have to have virtual assistants, I have people working behind the scenes, because I cannot do it all. My job is to build leaders. That's my number one job in Mary Kay, but also build my personal business, because I have a personal business. I also have a personal team within the unit. Both y'all are on my personal team. And so I have to continuously build that. I know you can't make money cleaning, like, we don't make money for that. We're wives, we're mothers, we are house, we take care of it all, but we know it's not making us money. So she said, stop doing jobs that don't pay you money, pretty much. But I love the fact that she likes to barter. If I can find a little girl, high school, to come in and do some things, that would be awesome. Of course, you want to be able to trust them. That's why I was saying, y'all as teachers, when she said she had somebody to come into her room and she taught the girls, middle school girls, how to take care of their skin, I think that is a beautiful job. How we all as professional women that are on here, we are mentors. We can mentor young ladies about taking care of their skin. And once they're 18, 19, they're not sure what they want to do, to come in and make a little extra change for themselves. So I didn't know. I just wanted to see what y'all's thoughts were on that. And hers wasn't long tonight. It wasn't long as Jan Thetford, but she said, get some, and it says, what could change in your business if you acted on what she shared? Well, if you get some help, it frees up your time. One last thing before I let you ladies talk in, Don Johnson, The Rock, he was talking about how he gets up every day at 4 a.m. and he gets his workout on, and you got to think about how people that are in a high position, that's doing well in life. I don't get unstable. Let me stop moving. Hold on, my internet. Okay, my set keeps there. My internet keeps freezing up. They have 24 hours like how we do. But it's interesting to know, like, when you want to know what Oprah Winfrey's schedule is like, what is Tyler Perry's schedule is like, how do they spend their time? Because they're still out there doing what they do best. So I don't know. So I'll open up the floor and tell me, you can tell me what you think about it, LaShonda. Because Linda Tuber said, if it doesn't make her money or bring her joy, she don't do it. I'm like, okay, you got something on your lip. What you eating?
I don't know. But I had a fry earlier.
Oh, it's still right there. There you go. Nope.
That Chantel talk. I'll go clean my face.
Chantel, you want to speak on something she needs to say? I just didn't want LaShonda to be on camera. Like, okay, I'm gonna eat some food here. But I thought about you, Chantel, because you teach middle school. You have young ladies in your class. Has it ever? I don't know. And I know you're at work, so they may not let you come in and do a day like that. Back when I was in high school and middle school, we had home economics. Where's home economics at in the school these days?
Yeah, I would probably have to do something like that just outside of there.
Yeah.
The good thing is that, my class is pretty small.
Right.
And I have a rapport with my parents. But it's funny that, they had someone come in for that. We had class pictures last Wednesday. And it was so funny because they were running into the bathroom. Chantel, can I go to the restroom? And I knew they were going in there because they were grabbing little pouches and things. A bunch of them were in there. Mm-hmm. And I walked in on them doing what we used to do as kids, sharing our stuff.
Yep.
And that's I was like, do not share your mascara or any of your lip products with
Yeah.
anyone else. And they all looking at me like, oops.
Whoops. You know what? But you taught them a good lesson on that one. That's true. They need to know that early on that you don't
Right.
share.
Yeah. Yeah. Because and I told them so. And right after I said that, because I just wanted to let them know, use your own, stuff.
Yeah.
So after that, I just started asking them different little things. I was like, did anybody use eyeshadow or anything like that? Because they really can't wear makeup at school.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
And so they were like, no, ma'am, or this, that, or whatever. I said, okay, great. So it started clicking in my head. Maybe I should contact some of these parents and give the kids like a little just a little sample bag with some things in it. Now, Karen's daughter, Lola, is in my class. Well, she already buys products from me for Lola.
Okay.
So it would just, a couple of the other young ladies in the class. So, I mean, it's a good opportunity.
Yeah.
And with her saying she used a student, well, there's only one that I would use.
I got you right.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's like my
wow.
straight A,
Yeah.
kid. So, but
Wow.
yeah.
Oh my
But
gosh.
I get it if it doesn't make her money.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. That's true. Because I'm just like, if we think about where we spend a lot of our time and we're trying to still find these pockets to put Mary Kate in, that's when that weekly plan sheet becomes very important. And I know with both of y'all being teachers, y'all have to have a strict plan, because y'all have things you're doing at the house, but things you're doing at your job. You got your kids. I know, LaShonda, you got your children's activities. They're busy boys. LaShonda, Chantel, you have to make lesson plans and grade papers and deal with parents. Oh my goodness. And so
I'm grading papers right now.
see what I'm saying? And by the time the weekend comes, you're like, oh, okay, I got to find 2 hours or something to do some Mary Kay, finding those pockets of time. So yeah, I'm glad you was able to listen to that because she was a teacher. And I was just like, wow, home economics was huge back in high school. I don't even think, just teaching you the basics. And I think, wow, if we can bring that back into the schools, that would be something kids need to know right now. Things have changed a lot. Yeah. So LaShonda, I'm sorry, what you getting ready to say? I think you're muted.
I like what she said. It wasn't my favorite things I've ever heard from Linda Tupin, honestly, because she really didn't, you do her whole Linda Tupin thing. But I definitely agree that the busier you get, you have to figure out how to delegate things and, how to make things move. For me, my children are both teenagers, so it's pretty easy for me to delegate household responsibilities to them and, to kind of keep things going around the house. Plus, like you said, my kids are homeschooled. So it's hard for me, honestly, to say, yeah, I'm going to have somebody come in and clean my house. I really don't care for that portion of it. Just, I delegate to my kids. We kind of have a system already that keeps the house clean. But as far as the Mary Kay portion of things, I feel that, as I grow, become a sales director, which is my goal, I definitely can feel having somebody come in and help me work in the office and do the stuff that doesn't earn money, like the non-pay activities. I can see myself really needing to do that. And I loved what she said about bartering. So being smart with your money rather than just like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to put this extra money out. You can barter for products and stuff like that. That would be great. So I really, 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 really like that.
Good. Yeah. She, and I think most of these next few nationals besides Stacey James, I think hers is a little lengthy, but hers was short compared to what we know about and heard about Linda Tupin. She can go deep on these choices. One of the things I did hear her talk about was the personality styles, that DISC. That's important to know when you're trying to get into recruiting, knowing the styles of, I know right now, if I say LaShonda, I know LaShonda's an I. You got a lot of I in you. You got some S in you too. I know Chantel is C and an S. She might say, what you talking about? But she's also a C and a D. I see a D in her too. You know, but the C, very compliant, scheduling, got to have a time frame. And I know I probably get on her nerves because like, Sabrina, what we got going on, girl? If you got this on the schedule, got to put it on my calendar, you know, and I get that too. And it's also her being the teacher in the classroom. So she has to have a lot of structure and learning and knowing and trying to be all of these personality styles. I mean, I think we have a little bit of all of it in us, but you do have a dominant one that stands out, you know. Today I posted a video from leadership. It's on our Pink Dreams page. If you haven't watched it, it's LaFrida Williams and Nancy Pettaway. And they were doing like a little interviewing of each other. And it's really pretty cool to watch. I started to post on my customer page, but then I hesitated because she started talking more Mary Kay-ish stuff towards the end. And a lot of people don't know that world of Mary Kay. I also posted the Magic Happens video part 2. I did put that on my customer page, and I'm so shocked that I hadn't had too many people to watch it. I don't know. And I think it's the algorithms in Facebook. I really do. Because I have 2 of my customers that do share things that I post on my customer page. But that's why when we're doing these videos, we have to ask people, like my page, give me some hearts, because that bumps up where your page can be seen more by people that do that. So I really want people to see that Magic 2 Happens video. Leadership has been on the move. Tomorrow is the last day for Emerald and Sapphire. Then in between that, they put the Legacy of Champions, the LOC, and then the next group come in, your Diamond and your Ruby. So they start theirs, actually, they're flying in now for the 17th, but in between that is the Legacy of Champions. And so I know it's going to be blown off the chart because I've tried my best not to look at too much. All I want to know is what Ryan Rogers is saying and are they changing the cars themselves? Not so much the qualification, because that's changed already. I think if they were changing the cars, they usually don't expose that to the last day of leadership, but I don't know. But y'all, so I just, that one there was a short one. It wasn't as long as last week's, but it was some nuggets to carry out in that one. Y'all have any questions so far? Drop my phone. Anything you want to share?
And I did like also what she said about the $50 an hour, about, you know, and like she said, you know, it's obviously higher now, but that was a really, I don't know, like, that's something to chew on mentally, to think about whenever you're doing the things, you're losing that money for you and your family. Right. You know, you're not working your business. So
that was a big hard hitter right there. That was a hard hitter. I'm getting some feedback from leadership. I mean, it's amazing. I made that decision to not go. Because I'm finding myself focusing on more what I need right now. What I need is growth. And what I need is for you two in particular, okay, to just decide to step up, guys. For really, it is a made up mind. I know y'all both know that. And I made up my mind when I kept going to events and watching women pass me by. I said, oh no, I'm missing something. I want some of that too. You know, I want to be on that stage. I saw one direct, and I hate to say that, but I just want to share the pieces with y'all because y'all both have been to seminar, you know, and career conference. So it's like when you see these women lined up in a row, and I don't want to go anywhere else without my team. I don't want to go out anywhere else without my tribe. You know, for me to go there as a sales director and not bring people along with me, you know, some people look at that because the first thing they look at your lapels. I don't have all my pins on, but they're looking for B's. Okay, they're looking for bars and they're looking to see where you are. And then someone will ask me about certain women in my unit because they've seen you guys come to seminar several times. So I don't want to go because for me personally, I can only talk for me. If I'm not bringing my tribe with me, it feels like we're not winning. Okay. It's still a privilege and an honor to be now in the top 1% of Mary Kay. the company is looking for 600,000 consultants. So they want each one to bring up one. So I don't know what's the shift in that. I don't know if the numbers are down. I don't know. But for the company to globally ask us all to, to participate in the challenge of a 600,000 consultant recruitment, that's big. So that just means everybody needs to recruit somebody. My goal is always to recruit 5 gold medaling and also the double medal. Y'all don't see my board in the back, but tomorrow I'm gonna show y'all my whole vision back here, because on this board right here behind me, I'm always looking for the move-ups. I'm looking for 10 Great Start Achievers. We're looking for the red jackets, and I have all of that up there, and I'm tracking everything. I have my dates on my calendar over here. So I just know that, we want to win. And I would tell you we're still winning. Why? Because we're still a unit. I know some directors who've lost their unit, some directors who decided to step down. And, I would say this, consultants lose team members, directors lose offsprings, and nationals lose directors. It happens all the way up the ladder. But I just know this year's seminar, I'm not going by myself. I will be debuting a brand new, because I have to give this bouquet right here to my first offspring. And I want to be able to do that. I'm so grateful that I was able to find these, because this was really special when Maeve gave these to me. And I want to be able to honor Maeve as well. That's my singer, and she's not doing too well, ladies. And I'm gonna give her a call probably tomorrow to check in on her, but she's not doing well at all. But what Maeve gives me, she's an iconic, just like Linda Toop, and they've been in just as long. Maeve been in a little bit longer than Linda. And Maeve used to be an English teacher, so a lot of teachers come into this business and do very, very well. So I think, guys, with the, I don't know, let me see, LaShonda, your schedule, I mean, y'all got busy schedules, I already know that. But all I know is, if I decide to go the StreamYard route to do any of these, I can invite up to 10 consultants to come on. The StreamYard has a really good presentation of how to do things. I can navigate a lot more on Zoom because I can pull up things. StreamYard is a little challenging, but I want our audience to not only learn about more of our products, but to also learn more about the opportunity as well. And sometimes it's great to do like a roundtable discussion of why you started, what has it done for you and your family, what keeps you in Mary Kay. Because now I'm gonna tell y'all, the script I've been using to get bookings, it's like, Happy New Year, Linda. I hope your year is starting out great. Would you help me with my 60 face challenge? And girl, I just asked the question. I'm tired of just all of the fluff. I think people want you to get more to the point. I've tried the other way, and I think the text can be too long sometimes. Would you help me with my 60 face challenge in honor of Mary Kay's 60th anniversary? And then I put a little picture of 60 faces. Now I get to mark off one of the pictures because I got 59 more to go. But it's just a quick little script to send out. Go through your cell phone, go through anybody that you've met. It doesn't matter. Just ask. That's all you have to do. And sometimes I woke up one morning, like, would you just help me with my challenge? Would you help me with my 60 face challenge? I don't know 60 people right now. I just go through my Facebook, whatever I need to do, because I want women to help me with my challenge. So, and that's where we're going to find those new team members. And right now, I think we talked about the bubble sheet, how you really have to ask 10 to get at least 2 or 3 to book. That's just the number. I think it's higher than that now, but anything that y'all want to share that you're kind of dealing with or want to know, or what's going on? Because down here, and I know Chantel knows this, Mardi Gras, LaShonda, you do too. You're from Louisiana originally. So Mardi Gras, that's coming around the corner. But Valentine's Day is the next big seller. And I want you ladies to, we got to get ready for that. Because if you wait too close to the end of the month, you're going to be behind as far as trying to get that Valentine's Day stuff out right now. So my challenge is, anybody that gets active, I am going to give you one piece that's coming out in the spring. That's just for, I'm doing active orders now. I'm gonna get back tougher and do the little 300 by the 15, 600 by, give you a 600 by the end of the month, just stretching people a little bit. But right now, I just need all hands on deck because we're a little behind, but I know we're gonna catch up. I know people are gonna order, but we really need this to be a great explosive month for this month. I'm open to ideas. I'm open to anything we need to do. I'm focusing on my personal numbers, and so that's where I'm at right now. Yeah. You about to say something, LaShonda?
When do the new spring products come out?
Great question. You can order those on the 10th of February.
February
If you
10th.
Yeah, if you do PCP, you can order, otherwise it'll be February 15th. And
Okay.
I get to order them early, and I am gonna order them early. I get to order them on the 26th so that they can be back by the end of the month, so I can start giving out some gifts for whoever gets active and everything. Yeah. But other than that, that was a short Boss Babe, but it was pretty good. I know Linda Tubin has a lot out there. I was gonna say too, if you get these ladies to book with you, whether you decide to send them a pampering pack or not, if you can get them in person, it's gonna be the best way to do it. And I would keep it simple. I really would. My customer today, when I saw her face, y'all, it was so dry. And she's oily. She comes from the oily skin, but the lady's been washing the whole body with soap. And I was like, what are you doing? But I could tell right off the bat, she needed that microdermabrasion so bad. And I posted the pictures, and you could see, I tried to do one of where we were and before, during, and whatever she did in her face. She was a happy customer leaving here today. So that was good. And I, it went over very well. It really did. I was really surprised. And we talked a lot because she had gone through a lot. And she stayed over here for the longest. I've been knowing her since we've lived out here in Luling, because her daughter they started in elementary school together. So you already know I've been knowing her for a long time. And it's great to see that our kids are almost finished with college. Dang. And I know Chantel's youngest daughter, she's taking those beautiful graduation pictures. I couldn't believe it. I know Chantel bought the whole package. I know she did. I don't want to know how much you spent, but those pictures of her daughter was beautiful.
Yeah, we bought 4 different packages.
Oh my gosh. Can you believe this girl here about to just, I don't know, Chantel, that's too fast. Too fast.
Cameron only has 8 courses left, and he's done with college.
That's what I'm talking, 8 courses. And how's the grandbaby, the new grandbaby doing?
She's spoiled.
I seen the picture.
I was over there. I was over there earlier. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. And that Harmony was holding her, and she was smiling up at little Harmony. And that's a happy baby, girl. Happy baby. Yes. What you were saying, LaShonda?
Hey, Chantel, I love that picture, the one Sabrina just talked about. I saw that on your page. I think that is so cute.
Thank you. Yeah, they always giggle. Every time she holds her, she just smiles and giggles at her sister.
That is so beautiful. Beautiful. And I know Brooke had messaged me too last night, and I said, Brooke, no, you take care of those bundles that you have, plus the other 2 little ones that you have. Don't worry about it. Because she was just like, I said, girl, we know where you are with this. Don't worry about it.
She's on my leave right now.
Yeah. Most definitely. She needs that. Most definitely. Y'all have any questions or anything? Are we good? Because I want to make sure that as we move on, y'all know the actual goal for the week is this, your activity sheet. Just going through this and collecting the points. LaShonda, you had any points from last week?
Just
you had
well, I had that order, but that's, and it's not a point for an order. So I was like, why does it say that in the order on here?
Wow. When I was doing my facial today, what I realized was what I do need. And Chantel, no, I'll be calling her, Miss Chantel, you got this? But I need some glamour stuff. I need like the concealers. I need more primer. I've been breaking up things just to make it all come together. But yeah, I realized what I needed today. Then I realized I don't have enough normal to the miracle sets. When you break up the pieces, you can always put them all back together, and that's kind of like what I was doing. So yeah, some things I gotta get. Valentine's Day fragrances. I've been focusing on that. I'll have to come back on. That will be one of those milestone minutes where I have to come in and show y'all some finds that I have so that y'all can go get them. I will tell you this. If you go into these Dollar Trees and you go and find something and you go back and it's not there, it's probably best to order them online. I've done that before too, you know. Chantel, you was about to say something?
I'm gonna ask you ladies, did either of you try to create your own QR code?
You know what's so easy with that I have found out? I found this one out on Cash App, but I think most things, I haven't created my own, but I think it's a button or something that you can hit depending on where you're creating it. What are you creating as far as like a business card or a just something where people can reach out to like I know on Google Forms, like if you do like a Google Doc, there is a button once you create the Google document that you can create, it'll already be created once you set the document up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to see if they had a QR code other than using like the what is it, Bitly or anything like that can bring them straight to our webpage and do what they need to do.
Yes, that web page thing would be easy. Yeah. Shirley, who's she's in Alabama, she created the Google Doc and the QR code. She said that was just you just hit a button and it creates that for you. Now to take one straight to your website, I'm gonna ask a lady named Vicky. She does those a lot and it takes her straight to the website.
Because I thought I saw something where it would ask you for like multiple social media platforms all at one time, and they would come up on the list. But I just haven't tried it. I just want to see if you ladies have tried it. I mean, I've done the Bitly thing because I put my Bitly shortened code on all my Facebook posts. So yeah,
I'm writing that down. QR code to website. And I just found this out. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I know you use different types of payment formats. I just found out, like with the Cash App, and Chantel, this is crazy. As much vendor tables we don't done, when you do the Cash App, if somebody, you know how you like gonna pay somebody. Well, all you gotta do is hit the QR code or whatever. They take a picture of it and it goes straight to your account. Did you know that?
Oh, I never used that.
I didn't know that. I'm gonna try to pull it up. Like, if let's say if I was, this is weird, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. You can't even see it, but let's say I was gonna pay you. This little square right here is your QR code.
I see the QR code now that you're saying it because I just opened it up.
And it says, do you want to scan it? If you scan it, that means you're about to pay them. If you're sending them your code, and one lady had it printed out. She just got her, I don't know how she did it. I need to ask her because she does a lot of vendor tables. So you're either going to scan or use your code. And that's how you do that. And I was like, okay, y'all just taught me something so new. I didn't know that you can do that with Cash App.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on 1 second. I might try to send it to you. Let me see. How would I send it to you? So do they have to be in person for you?
Yes, because you got to take a picture of that.
So they have
QR
to be in
code.
person. They have to be in person. Okay.
And that was so simple. Instead of you sitting there, I'm gonna pay you $30. Let me put in your number. Let me find you. Okay, you're not in my contacts.
But you can request. Yeah, you can request money. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can send them a money request. Yeah.
Yes. I was like, okay, I'm learning something new with that. But I've started accepting like the Venmo, the Zelle, Cash App.
I do Venmo too. Oh, look, and I just opened up that. I see the QR code for it up there too.
There you go. Now that I did not know. And LaShonda, I know your mom, she was trying to get through a website order she had got with the CDS. Did she get through that okay? I think she did. Yeah. I'm so glad because I posted on our page how to do a CDS order, and all of that comes from the MKU University. But there's 5 documents that walk you through setting up like a digital party. And the last one is doing a customer delivery service. So that's something too. All right, ladies. Well, I'm not gonna hold y'all long. It's 8:30, and I will post the link on our Facebook page for Consultants and Catch. Yeah, Chantel. Uh-oh. Did I cut you off? Oh, I thought she had something. Okay. Well, y'all have a good night, and y'all look out for the milestone minutes. They're gonna be popping in because I think I'm gonna show off some Valentine's Day stuff. Yeah. All right. Y'all have a great night. And I will see you later. If we don't, Lashana, I know this thing is hard from back to back because I know tomorrow we're supposed to do travel time or take a trip Tuesday. That is focusing on the travel size, skincare sets or the travel size that we have in section 2. But I mean, it could just be a 30-minute kickoff, guys. So Chantel, if you get a messenger from me, just know that if you get a messenger message, it's going to be for StreamYard, and it's just going to invite you to come in. Okay. If you don't, then I'll just go and do it on Zoom.
And so oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do we invite our potential customers or customers to
Yes.
I'm
going to create that to
StreamYard, or do we invite them to just watch on one of the platforms?
I'm trying to toy with, because I mean, Zoom would be easier for them to catch it. StreamYard is just a stream where I can invite consultants to come on and we all talk about different sets. So the Zoom would probably be easier for the customers. What you think? Which platform do you like for the customers? Because I mean,
I think more people have Zoom that I know, but if we're gonna, I like StreamYard. I like the way that platform is set up best. Yeah. It's just we would have to have them, I guess, to download it ahead of time if we were gonna do it that way.
Yeah, or they would have to catch it like through the Facebook medium. If I go that route, because I can do more platforms with that, but I will stick with the Zoom. I'll just let them come on the Zoom and they'll catch it whenever they catch it, because I can do Zoom where you can invite them, but like how we're doing tonight, I can flow it through YouTube and they can get the link later.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just trying to create.
I mean, I'll roll with either.
I'm just trying to do some things where I know customers will watch it, whether they watch it live or whether they catch it later on.
Yeah.
Say, I like that travel set. I need that. Yeah. So.
And if you're on a StreamYard, you can go live on more platforms, is what you're saying,
correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to pull too much off this weekend because Clyde just left today. That man came home and just knocked everything out the box. Okay, just that.
Are you presenting all the travel sets or just a particular one?
Probably all of them. It was going to be what do we have? The Clear Proof, 3D, the Repair, and then I was talking about the travel size, like section 2 things when people don't know about the oil-free eye maker remover, the micellar water. We have the satin hands that's even come in the travel size. So just things that they're just aware of if they're getting ready to travel or anything. Yeah, but that's a good question because a lot of people don't know we have travel sizes.
Yeah, because but I don't know if that travel size is gonna work for my trip because I'm gone for 6 days.
When you leave.
You know how I pack.
I sure do. You leaving for Mardi Gras? No.
Yeah, Mardi Gras week. I'll be on the cruise.
Oh, girl,
on a cruise.
It's Costa Maya, Cozumel, and Belize.
Oh, you're going to Belize? Okay. Now, when are you leaving? So I'll know.
We leave on the 19th and come back on the 25th.
This month?
Or the 26th. I know we leave on the 19th. I do know that. February.
Okay, we're going on a cruise.
That whole Mardi Gras week will be gone.
Okay, gotcha. I'm leaving February 20th through the 25th.
Okay.
But we're just going to Cozumel.
We're cruising at the same time.
I know, but she's going to Belize on hers.
Where you going?
You're leaving from here. You're leaving from here, Sabrina?
Yeah.
Okay,
February
so
20th.
You're probably going on the one that one of my parents is going on.
Cozumel and Yucatan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Go ahead. Girl, we cruising. LaShawn, you better catch up.
Well, does not cruise.
Oh,
That's too much
wow.
water to drink. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. I can't wait. It's my first time, so I'm excited.
Look, my sister loves them. I'm sure you guys gonna have the most splendid time. It's just my own thing. I just don't, but I will fly.
All right. I love it. Well, y'all have a great night and thank you.
And
And
you guys enjoy your trip.
Woohoo.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I know. Thank you. Thank you. All right, ladies. Y'all have a good night and I will talk to you.